What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. So Chainlink has finally broken the Big 10. Finally hitting double digits, guys, for Chainlink. An epic moment in time for Chainlink right now. And honestly, guys, I think this is just the start. I think really this is really just the beginning of the bull market. Bitcoin hasn't really made that big of a run up yet. We're just in the beginning of the next bull cycle right now. And Chainlink is just now breaking above $10 as Bitcoin is breaking above the multi-year downward sloping resistance. So, guys, I really think this is just the start, and things are going to get pretty epic in this market for a while now. So I'm looking at right now, guys, this is actually the CryptoWatch Link app. So this is an app that I'm using that hasn't even been released yet, and you guys are getting a little bit of a preview of it right now. It's actually on my desktop, and it's an awesome app for monitoring the markets, and it's customizable. You can have whatever kind of view you want. So this is awesome. And guys, by the way, this is a free app once it comes out, so sign up for CryptoWatch. This is a free app. But anyway, guys, Chainlink smashing 10K right now. Check out some of the lower time frames real quick. So let's look at Chainlink right now. So it touched $10.30 on Coinbase. Round up all the way to $10.30. Already, guys, $10.30. So we did get a decent amount of volume there on the hourly. Let's check out the 4-hour. So I would definitely like to see some continuation with the volume. I need to see some follow through here, but awesome, guys. This is really amazing to see. So this is pretty much going along exactly with what we've been talking about on this channel, guys. We've been talking about how Chainlink was very likely entering a parabolic run-up, and that we would hit at least $11 before any type of pullback. And again, we could exceed $11, going past the 2618, possibly hitting as high as 12 before seeing some kind of pullback, a retest of support, and then a continued rally for a continued parabolic trend. So this is not really a surprise if you've been watching this channel. This is kind of what we've been expecting in my past many videos about Chainlink. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Guys, let me know in the chat if you hold Chainlink. Click 1 if you hold Chainlink. Click 2 if you don't hold Chainlink. Guys, let me know in the chat. I want to know, my viewers, click 1 if you hold Chainlink, click 2 if you do not hold Chainlink as we're watching this breakout right now. We hit a high of $10.30 on Coinbase. It seems like a lot of my viewers do hold Chainlink, so that's great to see. You guys have been listening to what I've been saying, so that's awesome to hear. Zayad coming in with the 2, I appreciate it. Much appreciated for that donation. So we're going to see what happens here as Chainlink crosses the $10 level. What I actually want to do right now is I want to check out, the comparison. I talked about this in my last video. So if we take a look at Chainlink and where it is right now in this cycle, something really interesting to do, a really interesting comparison here. So looking at Chainlink, right, I just want to size it up for you so you can see what I'm trying to get at here. Chainlink was just in a really nice base of support. So by the way, guys, right now I have Chainlink scrunched up on this chart to the bottom left. I want to make an interesting comparison. So looking at the bottom left of the screen, we have the Chainlink, you know, this line going across the screen is the $5 level, $5.10 level. And then we have this run up, right, now hitting over $10. If I click the Ethereum chart, I want you to focus on the bottom left of the chart. This is the Ethereum chart going back from 2016 into 2017, right? Take a look at the Ethereum chart. Ethereum is, you know, in this accumulation range at the bottom left of this chart here, right? Now I'm going to click on the Chainlink chart. Guys, this isn't a joke, right? When like this is just the beginning for Chainlink. We just exited this accumulation zone. Bitcoin is just now getting out of this multi-year downtrend, right? We're just breaking out. You know, Bitcoin at 11,774 right now. If you compare the way that Chainlink is behaving to the way that Ethereum behaved at the bottom left of the screen in the beginning of 2017, it is very, very similar. So my point here is that we have a lot more to go, guys. This is just the start. There's a lot higher prices to see here if you're making the comparison right now. So, I mean, seeing $20, in my opinion, is almost a given at this point. It's almost a given. We could be there within a few months, you know. But, you know, I think we're going to see much higher prices than that. If you compare the Chainlink chart like this to Ethereum, man, guys, there's a lot more upside to go when you look at it from this perspective. Guys, definitely smash up that like button for $10 Chainlink. Just making sure everything in the stream is good. So Chainlink now hitting $10.20. We have a high right now of $10.30 on Coinbase. Guys, what is up? I've missed some chat here. What's up, Annie? What's up, Kevin Blanger, Nicholas? Everybody, all the regulars are here. What's up, guys? Yeah, I guess the music was too loud. So we're going to hit some new all-time highs. I don't think this is the end. I think we're about to break into new highs again. So Chainlink has a high of $10.30 right now, currently testing up to that high. And again, guys, we're going through price discovery right now, you know? So there's not all too much. It's pretty tough to say exactly what's going to happen, but one really fun thing to do if you're a Chainlink holder is take the Chainlink chart and then match it with the Ethereum chart. Look at the Chainlink chart in the bottom left. Let me pull this away so you can see. Check out the Chainlink chart. Look at the bottom left of the screen. And then I'm going to click on the Ethereum chart. We just exited the accumulation range before the bull market. Chainlink right now is exiting the accumulation range before the bull market. So if you consider that, guys, this is just the start. And really, you know, You know, a lot of people, guys, a lot of my viewers have been buying since the all-time high, and they keep asking me, you know, Kevin, should I sell? You know, was that a good time to buy? Guys, I think it was a great time to buy. And even if you're buying now, honestly, I know people are going to say, oh, you're just trying to make people FOMO. Honestly, I don't think that it matters whether you're buying at $6 or $10. If I thought that $10 was a bad place to be buying Chainlink, I would be selling it right now. I'm not selling Chainlink. I think there's a lot more upside to go going into the future, guys. And if you consider what Ethereum did after it had this exact same setup, we got a lot of upside to go for Chainlink. So Bitcoin is trading around 11,759, and as you guys know, this is another interesting thing for Bitcoin. If we just mark up 11,700, or I guess this area right here, that's 11,500. I guess exactly where we are now. We've only had 6 weekly candle closes above 11,700. So if we can close this weekly candle above 11,700, that's going to be the 7th weekly candle close above 11,700 in Bitcoin history. So guys, things are getting extremely bullish in this market right now. People are talking about leverage trading Chainlink, guys. I've never promoted a leverage trading platform. I've never promoted a leverage trading platform on my channel ever. And there's a good reason for that. And that's because I want my viewers to stick around, right? I want my viewers to continue to be viewers. A lot of people that are new to crypto and they take a leverage trade, that they usually get wrecked, and they're not really in this industry for that long. So I'm trying to preserve my viewer base by not promoting leverage. And guys, no, you will have more in the end if you just practice patience. You'll have more in the end if you just stay patient, accumulate, stay patient, accumulate. You'll have more in the end than if you're taking risky leverage trades and then you get a win here, a loss there. Like, you'll have way more in the end if you just stay patient and accumulate. Trust me. Where will Link look for support at, Kevin Svensson? Where's Link going to look for support? Well, it's hard to tell right now because we haven't actually confirmed any tops. This is likely not the market top yet. Likely we're going to go higher than this because there has been no immediate rejection. Not yet. So I would expect us to actually continue up from here and hit, you know, I'm thinking we're going to target around 11, if not 12 on this run. So once we find an actual top and there's an actual signal that we have found a top, then we can start talking about where we're going to find support. Because right now, I don't necessarily think we're pulling back. I think we're going to continue up for a bit. Most likely. So if we just go from the last major high, $8.90 to the low at $6.52. So here we are, guys. This is actually quite interesting. I didn't even see this yet. This is really interesting. If you're using your fib extensions from last major high to last major swing low, Chainlink is now testing the 1618 fib extension. So this is an upside target, but if we exceed this, if we can exceed this target, we'll be headed for $11, most likely. I mean, the next support area is going to be around $10. In between, let's see what it comes up to. In between around $9.86 and $10, I guess. would be the immediate support level. But if we can exceed the 1618, we'll probably end up testing 11, but we'll see. This was a really nice daily candle close. We just closed this daily candle around $10.25. So that was amazing. The 10 could act as a psychological support, if not this previous area right here, which is almost $9.97, right? But again, I don't think this is necessarily a top. There's no signs of this being a top yet, right? We're not seeing any climax in volume here, which tells me that this run is actually just getting started, believe it or not. You guys, what is Chainlink right now? Chainlink is now the number 9 top cryptocurrency. 9th place on CoinMarketCap. If we go to CoinGecko, it's at 8. Top 8. Chainlink has now pulled into the top 8 cryptocurrencies, guys. What a story for Chainlink. What a story, guys. So we're at the 1618 target, and if we exceed it, we'll be headed for 11 US dollars, if not 12. Yeah, I think Chainlink will probably beat ADA in market cap. I think that's coming. Guys, definitely smash up that like button for plus $10 Chainlink. And if you're just coming into the stream, let me know in the chat if you hold Chainlink. If you hold Chainlink, click 1. If you don't, click 2. I want to see what my viewer base is doing right now. Yeah, apparently Zeus Capital has completely quieted down. This was one of our fellow Link Marines right here. Zeus have disappeared, effing champions, the lot of you. They've apparently disappeared. Zeus is gone. Oh yeah, Zeus blocked me. Zeus Capital blocked me, so... I've been blocked by Zeus Capital. The reason that they blocked me was because I was trying to get this trend going, right? Where I say, long Chainlink liquidate Zeus Capital. Long Chainlink liquidate Zeus Capital. I was trying to get this trend to go. And I was posting it like over and over again. Like what Link Marines look like when they liquidate Zeus Capital. Who's ready for $11 Chainlink? Nothing can stop this train. Long Chainlink liquidate Zeus Capital. You know what's hilarious? Zeus Capital was taking screenshots of tweets and threatening people and threatening that they would put them into the lawsuit. Total BS. And I was like, oh yeah, and I just started slamming them with tweets over and over again. I was like, you're not going to do anything. But yeah, guys, we just hit 25K subs on this channel, so thank you guys so much for that. That is an awesome milestone. So let's take a look at chat here. We see that most of my viewers, it seems, hold Chainlink. I was asking the chat, click 1 if you hold Chainlink, click 2 if you don't. And it seems like a lot of my viewers hold Chainlink, which is awesome because that means we're all making money right now. We're all making superb gains. A lot of ones in the chat, guys. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that you guys listened and bought Chainlink. Let's go through chat real quick. Guys, if you hold Chainlink, definitely hit that like button as well. People are asking about Kava. Yeah, guys, I'm not really, haven't really been looking at it, guys. Haven't really been looking at Kava very much. There was a huge wick on Kraken. Did that happen here too? I guess not. Kava's looking pretty good. Kava's looking pretty good, guys. Looks like it is also entering some kind of parabolic trend. But really the most important thing right now overall is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is looking pretty fantastic, so. And a lot of people doubted the stock to flow model, which I was never really big on it anyway, but I just think it's super interesting that we're literally following it almost exactly, right? We're coming up on the midline of the stock to flow model. So currently we are perfectly on track with it, which is super interesting to see. Which means that Bitcoin could very likely be entering a bull market, a long-term bull market. MGR says, I think Chainlink is your favorite crypto right now. Yeah, guys, Chainlink is amazing. It's amazing to hold Chainlink, and a lot of my viewers who have been buying Chainlink have been making some unbelievable gains. You know, just since the breakout of the all-time high, we're up over 100% now. We're now up over 100%, right? So I was talking about Chainlink all the way through this range, right? I was talking about Chainlink even before this, right? There's videos on my channel of me talking about Chainlink when it was like 40 cents or something, right? But I know a lot of my viewers were buying it in this range, and now it broke out, right? And a lot of people, I mean, we're up 100%, so a lot of money is being made on Chainlink. I mean, there's people messaging me saying like, this is the most money I've ever made in crypto. You know, I'm so glad that you convinced me to buy Chainlink, and I think that's amazing, right? I think that's amazing. Because you have to think, we were in this bear market for so long, right? We were in this bear market for how long? You know, since the beginning of 2018, it was majority downside price action. Bitcoin is just now getting out of this downward sloping trend. And, you know, some people ended up buying Chainlink, and, you know, some people, again, are new to seeing crypto actually make gains, right? Some people are new to this environment. Wow, we're like, wow, things are actually going up again. Like, oh my God, right? So some people are new to this, and they're actually making money right now. And that's amazing. Guys, let me know in the chat, were you in crypto before 2017 peak? Like, you know, did you join crypto during the 2017 peak? The 2017 run-up? Click 1 if you joined during the run-up in 2017 or before. Or click 2 if you joined in 2018. Let me know. 1 before. If you joined crypto during the major run-up to 20,000, click 1. If you joined after, click 2. I want to know what it's like for the viewership here. Guys, don't put a year. Don't put a year. Click 1 or 2. Click 1 if you joined during the run-up. Click 2 if you joined during the downtrend. So it seems like a lot of ones, some twos. Okay, so it's like, it seems like 60-40 almost. Actually, it's pretty even. Actually, it's pretty even. It's like, it's either 50-50 or 60-40. It's very even right now. So it seems like half the people that are watching right now joined during and half joined after the 2017 run-up. Hey, Martin said he started when COVID hit. That was an interesting time to start because you had a lot of buy opportunity. A lot of buy opportunity. You know what's interesting for people like Martin. I mean, like, you know, we spent like a whole year coming down to 3,100 and then rallied up, and then we traded some. You know, if you came into the market during the COVID crash, you had like your own little market cycle take place, like at the snap of a finger. You got the buy opportunity you needed, you got the recovery that you needed, and now we're entering what could be a bull market. So, you know, if you took advantage of those prices, great job. Yeah, it's a pretty 50-50 in this chat right now. I think I missed some chat. Somebody says link to 1,000. Nah, I don't think it's going to go that high in the next cycle, guys. I think 1,000 is a little bit too much of an expectation. Because if you consider, I'm very bullish on Chainlink, but I think 1,000 is too high. That's too high of a prediction for Chainlink. Chainlink has like 3 times the amount of coins as Ethereum. It's not going to go to 1,000 in the next run-up. I think there's a possibility, if you want to get real bullish on Chainlink, there's a possibility that it could go to $400, which is more than enough. So let's just do an interesting thing. So for all you guys that are holding Chainlink, what I want you to do is look at this area right here. This is Ethereum in 2016 going in 2017. This is Chainlink right now. Okay. Ethereum was in the consolidation range and it broke out and it had its major bull market. Chainlink right now is in its consolidation range and it just broke out and it's entering what most likely will be its next bull market. Right? How fast it takes place, that's hard to tell. But I do see a lot of similarities here in terms of the amount of demand for Chainlink and just the price action. Everything is very similar to Ethereum in 2016, 2017. So if you want to make some comparisons here, you want to get real crazy, you want to get real bullish, I mean, 1,800% to the upside. What is that for Chainlink? And again, this has happened in crypto before. That would be like, you know, what, 50, 60 bucks? More. Actually, that's like $97. Now, of course, does this sound absolutely insane? Of course it does. This sounds like this probably sounds like the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, right? It sounds completely nuts. 1,800%. Of course this sounds crazy. But look at Chainlink, now look at Ethereum. This is the type of market cycles we're talking about in crypto. This is why people buy cryptocurrencies, because of these extreme market cycles. Now again, what's really interesting is Ethereum had its first run up, pullback, runs up again for the second time, and then has this giant market cycle all the way to 1,400 and comes all the way back down to where? That second pump. It goes pump, consolidate, pump, and we just came all the way back to that first, or to the second pump on this run up on the weekly. Pump, consolidate, pump. Ethereum comes all the way back to this. So what does that mean? That means that if Chainlink, let's just make the comparison just for fun. just for fun, guys, if Chainlink was going to do a run up of 6,500, whatever, like Ethereum did, at some point, guys, Chainlink, theoretically, when we're talking about cryptos, it's going to come back to some ridiculously low price eventually, right? It's going to come all the way back down to some really low price before recovering again. This is how it goes in crypto. So you do want to be taking profits, right? Chainlink is not going to be an infinite moonshot hold. You're going to want to take profits at some point, right? Just like every other cryptocurrency. You'll be really disappointed if you don't sell Chainlink at the right time, but I think this is just the start. And as my viewers know, as my long-term viewers know, the people that have been watching me since I started my channel in January of 2018, when I became super bearish on crypto and I started putting videos out where I was looking for, prices like 3,000, 2,500. We never hit 2,500, but I was pretty close. I will become the most persistent bear you've ever seen. When it's time to be a bear, I become a bear. When it's time to be a bull, I become a bull. And I'm somebody who's focused on the macro trends, the long term. And a lot of people are not used to seeing this because a lot of people that watch crypto YouTube, basically what happens is, that they watch a YouTuber and the guy's bullish this day, and then the next week he's bearish, and then he's bullish, and then he's bearish, and then he's bullish, and then he's bearish. And you're watching this guy who's just constantly bullish and bearish because he's trading short term. I'm just looking at the long term. And people are always like, Kevin, why are you always bullish? You've just been bullish for the past 6 months or whatever. Because I'm looking at the long term, right? And it was the right time to get bullish despite the COVID crash, despite the global pandemic. It was the right time to get bullish. And we're all being rewarded for being bullish right now. The bulls are making the money right now. The bulls are making the money, guys. And you guys gotta, there's some people that just can't accept that crypto is bullish again. I mean, it's just, to me, it just seems so strange. Like, why are you in this industry if you don't think it could ever get bullish? We should all just leave now, right? And there's so many signs, there's so many actual indications of it getting bullish right now. Some people are calling out specific YouTubers. I'm just saying, like, a lot of YouTubers are bullish then bearish within like a week. And I stick with one side because I'm just looking at the long term. Don't really care what happens every day, what happens in the next week. Don't really care that much. As long as the long term signals are continuing to hold. Exactly, PTSD. Thoughts on EWT? Are you holding any? I was thinking about buying EWT actually, but I couldn't find a good exchange at the time. I was just like, there was like Bitmart or something, and I made an account with them, and then the next day it was like, oh, your country isn't accepted here, and I was just like, great, awesome. And also, I'm not sure if you can even. I don't even think it's on Ledger yet. So I don't want to hold my EWT on some weird exchange. I haven't looked into their wallet very much, so I'm not really sure. Like, I was thinking about buying it, but I wasn't too sure. Oh, that's right. It's on KuCoin now. I forgot about that. Somebody did tell me that. Super extreme. I appreciate that. Money from Cookies asked a very interesting question. He says, Kevin, if you could only use one indicator to trade, what would it be? One indicator. Okay, so the question is, if I could only use one indicator to trade, what would it be? Super interesting question. And my answer to that question is volume. Just volume, right? All I really, guys, actually, here's the really interesting part about my analysis. I almost exclusively look at price action and volume, right? Price action and volume make up, I don't know, maybe 50% of my entire analysis, right? Like pattern development, trends, all that stuff, price action and volume. So if you know, and really there's a lot of professionals out there who only use price action volume, because it's really one of the, like, you don't need to use a bunch of fancy indicators. You don't have to do that, right? You really don't have to. If you spend enough time looking at the charts, you'll develop an understanding of what the outcomes of certain patterns are just by looking at it. You understand market psychology, why patterns are developing in the way that they are, what a pattern means about supply and demand. So if you really spend a lot of time just looking at price action volume, you can trade really well. And guys, the one reason we were able to call this the bottom on this channel, guys, we called this low. How did we call this low? After this weekly candle closed, after the crash, I have many videos where I was saying this is the low. This is very likely the low. Bitcoin's very likely going to bounce back from here. I can show you a dozen clips. I even made Twitter posts that day that the weekly candle closed. How did I know? Well, what happened? Very classic bottom. The price dumps, price action halts, bounces up, huge spike in volume. Spike in volume. So let's just look at all the areas with the highest volume. And 20K, highest volume. And also 6 for that temporary support. Poorly illustrated, let's do it like this. So again, guys, a lot of my viewers know this. This is something I've talked about many times. But the areas with the highest volume are the market tops and market bottoms. And it's so simple. It's so simple. And if you're able to just spot this, just by looking at price action and volume, you will be able to identify market tops and market bottoms. It's pretty simple once you get it. And a lot of people are so focused on just looking at like the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and even the daily, right? But if you zoom out to the weekly, the monthly, you get a better idea of what the direction of the trend is and how likely it is to see more continued upside in the lower time frame. So if you study the large scale time frames, you'll get a better idea of what's going to happen in the short term, because you know what the direction is, right? Rather than just looking at a short-term chart. Zoom out, check out the macro, see what the direction is, right? Even for a short-term trader, knowing the macro is actually important. Well, Victor says there's nothing strange about changing your mind if you trade the short term. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I meant, guys. Of course, if you're short-term trading, you're going to be going long, going short, right? That's what you do. I was saying that my analysis is usually long-term, so I'm usually sticking with a bullish bias and I'm sticking with a bearish bias. I'm not changing my mind, right? Because I'm doing long-term, right? So I hold a similar opinion for months, year at a time, right? People in 2018 watched me be bearish for a year straight, never flipping bullish. I was bearish for a year, right? And for the past several months, people have been really angry at me because they're like, Kevin, why are you so bullish? I'm like, guys, I'm looking at the macro. I don't care if we dump, right? we would dump. There would be like a 4-hour candle dump, and people were like, Kev, you got wrecked. And I'm like looking at the weekly. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Josh Barr says TA on KuCoin. What do you mean? Do they have their own coin? What do you mean TA on KuCoin? Does KuCoin have a do they have like their own coin? I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Coin says Kev will be 80 years old before he has profits. That's not, guys, crypto market cycles, the bull cycles last just a couple of years, right? So you just got to be patient for like a couple of years once you enter a bull cycle for a year or two. Yeah, CryptoWatch doesn't have KuCoin. KCS? Oh, it's too small of an exchange for them to list so far. They'll probably list it soon. I can pull it up here. I have never looked at this before. So this is the KuCoin KCS against USDT. So you're just kind of in an accumulation range. This came out, what, 2017, 2018? And it's kind of just chilling right in this area. There's a lot of accumulation, a lot of volume came in after 2019 started. The price pumped up, and there's just been a lot of accumulation. This is an interesting chart. I mean, at first glance, there's not all too much going on here, but it is in an area of accumulation right now. Just in a downward sloping channel. So let's see. Yeah. You know, this is just an accumulate, guys. I don't know what to say about KCS. It's just been an accumulation range, trading sideways, not too much action. It is seeing a higher low though. So what all that indicates is that there's slightly more demand right now. And there's steady selling, right? So, you know, people honestly don't know what to say about this. Maybe you'll see a breakout soon after maybe another few weeks, few months, 2-3 months maybe. Maybe eventually you'll get a breakout. And then you get a test, you know, around the $2 level. There's a lot of previous support right here, $2.10. I guess closer to $2. You have a couple of areas of support here. Of course, this was when Bitcoin was bouncing as well in 2018. Breaks down and then finds some resistance right here, right? Other than that, I really don't know what to say about this. You got to give, I mean, $2 is that critical area. So if you do start to range and you break above that confirmed support above the pennant, then you're going to have to come up to, I guess, $1.84 or so, $2. Get above that. And once you clear that, then things look pretty good. But for right now, I mean, it's not too much going on for KCS. Guys, let me know in the chat, where do you think that Chainlink is going tonight? Do you think we're going to see a break above $10.30? Kang came in with a little something for those link gains. Coming with the 5. I appreciate that. Much appreciated. It's nice to see that you're gaining off of link. You guys, KCS is really just in an accumulation range, not too much happening. And you got to confirm support above that pennant and then break above around $2. And once you clear $2, then things might get bullish, right? CryptoFet says, show me a coin other than Chainlink. Guys, that I've said this many times. That is what I do in Patreon, right? I have an altcoin, an experimental portfolio that I'm building in Patreon. The people who join can see what other, I have a few other coins that I'm getting into right now. I don't really hold Qtum, guys. EWT is an interesting altcoin for sure. EWT is pretty interesting, though. I haven't, you know, now that it's on KuCoin, I actually forgot about that. You know, I'll think about it. Although it's kind of just been on a straight pump. What, you know, I don't really like to buy coins that are just pumping, right? Like I want to be buying while it's not pumping, before it pumps. I want to accumulate when no one's talking about it. No, a lot of newer traders will be like, oh my God, it's going up, I gotta buy now. It's like, I don't do that. Like, I'll miss out on a huge gain because I'm just too stubborn, and I don't want to buy during a pump, right? Because most of the time when you buy a pump, you get dumped on, right? Giovanni says, $5 for Kevin. When you sleep, Kevin, will you sleep if Chainlink goes to 50? That's not happening tonight, guys. But if it does go to 50, I'm not sleeping, no. Chainlink goes to 50. Yeah, DOS. Some people have been talking about DOS. Is that the competitor for Chainlink, like another Oracle thing? I know that Band Protocol recently got some. So Band apparently just got like a potential Coinbase listing, or it's been announced. So it saw a really nice pump today. So it's up, what, like 100% the past day. I think there's only 20 million coins, so it's seeing a really crazy rally, right? Only this March, after the global pandemic hit, Band was at 20 cents. So what's crazy about Band is that if you bought it in March, it basically did the same thing that Chainlink did, but in only a few months. Crazy, 3,312%. I don't know what it, guys. It's not on. Is it on any exchanges? I'm not sure. Let me check something here. So this is the drawing I had when? I did this for one of my videos. This illustration. think I had these. I think it was like on here. Let's delete these circles. Doesn't really matter. It would be really interesting if Chainlink does exactly what I depicted in one of my previous videos. So what was I depicting here? Chainlink would continue up. So far, we're pretty much on track with what I was saying in my video. I think we were sitting here at 925. I was saying it would continue up, pull back, continue up. You know, hit 11, possibly exceed towards 12, pull back to possibly as low as $9 again, and then rally for real, right? But the interesting thing is that even if it does reach $20, at some point you could see a pullback to maybe not 10, but possibly around 12 again. Consolidate and then run up. That's the kind of stuff that happens in these when things are really going parabolic for the long term. This is what happens. This is Chainlink, guys. Oh, that's why I messed that up. Yeah, some of these upper fib extension targets are really interesting to look at. So the next one we would be testing is the 2618 at 11 US dollars. And then maybe we would test up towards, you know, maybe closer to 17 before pulling back again towards 1112. This is usually, I'm just going based off of what Ethereum did in the run-up, the initial run-up, what Bitcoin did in the initial run-up. This is the type of action we see. Right, and what you just saw for Chainlink right there is like the type of parabolic structures that Bitcoin would do. And Ethereum. You would run up, you would go parabolic, 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 and then break down to a larger scale trend. Run up, parabolic, break down to a larger scale trend. Just like what I'm depicting here, run up, run up, run up, break down to a larger scale trend. As a macro analyst, as a macro trader, this is these are the types of moves that I've been studying and that I like to trade and like to get into. And this is Chainlink again. Somebody's asking if do I feel confident in XRP? I mean, yeah, I mean, like, there is a lot of interest in the project. You know, a lot of people who like XRP get really mad at me. And guys, just, you know, everybody likes different coins, right? I don't have to love XRP. I don't hate XRP. I don't love XRP. But that's, you know, just, even if you like XRP, just relax. Just relax. It's okay. I don't have to love XRP. Just relax. Now let's take a look at XRP. Now, even though I don't really like XRP, because I don't like their business model, even though I don't like it, I still think the next major upside target for the next major bullish cycle is at least 90 cents, right? That's really the next upside target. Another 187% to the upside. So yeah, I do think XRP will probably pump again to at least 90 cents, possibly closer to $1. Who knows? You know, the obvious next targets for XRP to the upside are obviously the previous highs, right? That's where the most price history is. So people are going to be targeting these areas, of course. So if XRP can get above, you know, 35 cents, that's very bullish. If it can get above 50 cents, very bullish, right? Then you're going to be testing upwards of 60 to potentially 75 cents. So yeah, you can target some of these previous highs for XRP. Ultimately, I think you're looking for 90 cents on the next major run. Of course, if we get another major run, it's not guaranteed. I'm talking about even for Bitcoin, because guys, Bitcoin, the interesting thing is that Chainlink was able to see really good moves without the help of Bitcoin. Generally, there was a lot of price action that Chainlink was doing that wasn't necessarily going with Bitcoin because there was a lot of demand. XRP is almost completely relying on Bitcoin right now. So the reason I'm really attracted to Chainlink is because it has its own level of demand that we don't see for other coins right now. It's acting pretty unique. A YouTuber said that XRP is going to hit $10. Yeah, I don't know about that, guys. I don't know about that. That seems a little bit excessive to me. I mean, some people are calling for like $100 XRP, and I'm like, do you realize that if XRP went into the hundreds, it would have like double the value of the entire national debt? Like, not possible. It's just not going to happen. Sorry. Right? Like, gold is valued at like 6 trillion. That's like that's not even half of the national debt. And you're telling me that XRP is going to be worth double the national debt? Nope. Literally just not going to happen. If that does happen, we should just use XRP to pay off the national debt. We'd be good, right? But I really don't think so, guys. So what is Chainlink doing right now? Chainlink just leveled out around $10.05. So it looks like we'll see what happens here. We're looking at the 5-minute chart right now. So we'll see if we can find support above $10. It would be crazy if $10 became a new support and we bounced again. That would be crazy. It's actually quite possible. There's people right now that I already know that are FOMOing into this. They're buying it. They're saying, "Oh my God, like, do whatever you want." Little Forest Lamb just said Link is crashing. You got to be kidding me, right? Guys, all right, I need to get away from this chart. Somebody just told me that Link is crashing. Can you please say that again? Daniel Davis, you misunderstood what I said. Daniel Davis thought that I said. I hope nobody else heard this. He says, you just said Chainlink at a couple $100 would double national debt. No, I was saying that there's people in the XRP community that think that XRP is going to hit hundreds of dollars, which if that was true, if that happened, the value of XRP, the market cap, would be double the national debt. It would be like $46 trillion. That was the calculation I made once. It's just really not possible. It's just really not possible. Everybody in America would have to buy XRP with all of their money to get it there. It's not going to happen. You literally just do the math. XRP cannot hit hundreds of dollars. Unless there's inflation. If there's heavy inflation, then who knows? Maybe. I want to see the next leg up for Link here. So on the 15-minute, it looks like we could be finding support. You can play both Band and Link, no harm done. Yeah, you can do that. Band is a competitor to Chainlink. I mean, whatever's going to make you money, right? So once again, for the people that didn't see this earlier in the stream, and for the people that have been that haven't seen my last video, the reason I'm so bullish on Chainlink, the reason I'm not going to be selling this is because I really do think that we're just getting started. And if you make the comparison, so if you just look at Chainlink right now on this screen, I just pulled it all the way down to the bottom left, super small, right? But what I want you to do is just look at this chart on the bottom left, and then now I'm going to pull up Ethereum. This is what I'm expecting for Chainlink. I'm expecting a bull cycle. Here's Ethereum, here's Chainlink. We're just getting started, guys. This is just getting started. And you got to look for huge spikes in volumes to determine tops, right? Chainlink has not seen excessive volume yet on this breakout. Once Chainlink runs up to a high price, maybe 20 after a parabolic run, it'll probably see a spike in volume that exceeds previous levels, and then we'll know, okay, this is probably the next peak. We're gonna at least consolidate, pull back before the next leg up. So that's what I look for. And like I was just explaining, this is what happens with the volume on the weekly chart, guys. Right? The spikes in the tops have high levels of volume, and this happens for pretty much any market. You get a peak of emotion, peak in volume, and then you pull back, right? I just think it's really interesting to make this comparison right now. Here's Chainlink, here's Ethereum. I really think this is what we're going for, guys. I'm not saying that Chainlink's going to go to 1400. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that a bullish market cycle. That's what I'm looking for here. And right now, a lot of people in crypto are very used to. So guys, let's just take a look at this environment. So let's take a look at the environment that took place during the bull cycle. It was just upside, 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 like just a ton of upside constantly, right? You could have just thrown money at the wall and it would have gained value in 2017. You could have just literally just thrown money into any exchange at any coin and you would have made money, right? And then on the downside, guys, you could have thrown money into any coin on any exchange in 2018 and you would have lost money, right? Didn't matter what you were buying, everything was losing, right? And since then, right? So that was these two market cycles. We were just talking about the bull cycle and now the bear cycle, right? Now, since this point, we've just been in this like sideways range where it's like, okay, we're having a nice bullish move and then a down and then, downward cycle, then a pump and then a dump, and then we're going up. And then now we're finally breaking back out of this downward trend, right? So what people have been very used to over the past year and a half is they're used to buying into something, it goes up, and then you sell and it goes down again. You buy into something, it goes up, you sell and it goes down again, right? Just the cycle, right? It was a really good market for trading over the past year and a half. But now I think we're entering the cycle that is actually good for holding. It's good for investors. The past year and a half was great for traders. Now I think we're entering the cycle that's great for investors. So at this point in time, guys, you want to have a long-term portfolio. You want to be holding certain coins, certain projects that you think are going to do really well for the long term. People are like, why can't Chainlink go to 1,000? Guys, is $400 not enough for you? If Chainlink hit 400, you're like, I think it's so funny. They're like, why not 1,000? Why not that number? It's like, man, if Chainlink hit 100, you would be ecstatic, right? Like, okay, so Ethereum didn't hit 10,000 on the first run up. In the next cycle, it might hit 10,000. Possible, who knows, right? Maybe Ethereum 10x is its last all-time high, right? I'm just throwing numbers out there, right? Chainlink couldn't have hit 10,000 in this cycle, but maybe in the next one. Chainlink, in my opinion, based on the math and the supply, could go at the very most to $400 at the max, just like Ethereum peaked at 1,400. Chainlink, in my opinion, 400 max. Then it pulls back. Maybe years later in the next cycle, then it hits 1,000. Maybe, right? So, you know, a lot of things take like years to develop. When you talk about those types of gains, it takes many years. Fernando's keeps asking me what's good to buy. Guys, if you want to join my Patreon, I have some extra altcoins you can look at that I'm accumulating. Litecoin's about to explode. Somebody says, Etozi's in the chat. He says, Link Marines unite. Earlier in the stream, I had my helmet on earlier in the stream, just for a second. I'm not gonna wear it right now. I took, you know, I mean, if you just do it from a math perspective, if you just, Chainlink supply is like 3 times, the circulating supply is 3 times that of Ethereum, roughly. So if you just take 1,400 divided by 3, that's $466. And then what I also did was I took the percentage moves of each pump for Ethereum, and I matched it up with Chainlink. I took each pump and I matched it up, and it actually ended up being $400, which sounds completely insane. Now, I'm saying that is the absolute max, right? That's the absolute max. It sounds completely insane, but if you make the comparison, the math says 400. But Ethereum went up 6,500%. Crazy. Somebody's asked, yeah, guys, I don't know about certain dates. Like, some people go off certain dates and they're like, oh, the market's going to go up this day. And I'm like, I don't think that's, I don't pick dates for moves. That's just kind of like really never really works out. Never really works out. So guys, I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. I'll be back in just a few. Stick around, guys. guess you can't even hear. The crowd is cheering for me, guys. They don't care about Chainlink. It's literally just for me. All right, guys. So, guys, we need to get a like spike here. We need to get a like spike on this stream. Yeah, somebody had a theory. Somebody had a theory that Zeus Capital. Somebody was explaining a theory that somebody created the Zeus Capital thing in order to create more, I guess, loyalty towards Chainlink. That there's a theory that like the Zeus Capital FUD is actually a psyop to create more bullishness for Chainlink in some sort of weird reverse effect. Interesting theory, but yeah. If that's true, it's been working because the entire Chainlink community has come in and completely gone against Zeus Capital. Somebody says BitConnect is still trading. That's ridiculous. Yeah, guys, I don't know. Like, these Zeus Capital people, are they real? Are they just trolling? Are they creating a psyop? It's hard to tell because they keep taking pictures of people's tweets and saying that they're manipulating the market and saying that they're going to include them in the lawsuit, which what Zeus Capital, this account, I don't even know if it's real or not. What they just said sounds so much like what they always say, which is like just complete bogus. It's just complete bogus. If Zeus Capital is a 13-year-old kid in India on Robinhood, I mean, that's genius. I think Microsoft has taken interest in Chainlink. I think Oracle has taken interest in Chainlink, and I think Google has taken interest in Chainlink. A lot of the big names have taken an interest in it, and I think they're testing it out. I'm not sure how much they're actually using it. Even Swift has taken interest. So Chico Crypto exposed the Zeus Capital people. Yeah, because nobody actually has unlimited funds, right? Nobody actually has unlimited funds. So saying that Chainlink is going to go to $0 as it's just crossing above 10, saying that I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. Telling people that you have unlimited funds. I mean, it's obviously. It's got to be fake. It's got to be fake. There's no way that that's real. Crypto Crackhead coming in with the €5 saying, I don't hold any Chainlink, just here for the lulz. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate that. Enjoy, Crypto Crackhead, as we're bashing Zeus Capital, who may or may not be real. Yeah, people are saying they're fake. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Link, DOS, and Band are all mooning. Yeah, I know some people have made a lot of games on DOS. What's I'm gonna look at what exchanges DOS is on. Wow, DOS is on a huge run. That is crazy. What? DOS went from... That is nuts. Wow. Okay, so DOS was at a tenth of a penny. A tenth of a penny? Is this real? Wait a minute. DOS was at a tenth of a penny and then ran up to 18 cents since middle of June. That's unbelievable. I want to know what percentage gain that is. Here, you guys, check this out. Let me pull this up for you. Let's go to the 3-month. DOS was at 0.001, 0.0015 USD, and is now at 18 cents. Since June of this year. Unreal. This is definitely one of the best plays in crypto in the past few months. That's pretty amazing. Patrick says, do you think like the dot-com bubble, there will be more promising alts to come? Well, yeah, guys, that's kind of, you know, in 2017, going into 2018, we had a huge explosion of cryptocurrency. You know, people didn't really know what crypto was. They didn't really know what Bitcoin was. They were just buying it because they were told it was the next greatest thing. And, you know, as they were buying it, then they started learning about it, right? It was like this FOMO train. And then there was all these ICOs popping up, you know, building on Ethereum. So that was like the bubble, the dot-com bubble of crypto, right? I mean, if you saw some of the coins in 2017 that were pumping, the names of them were just like, I mean, there was just nothing there. It was like, there was like garlic coin, right? Like garlic. There was a coin called garlic coin that was like pumping like 1000%, right? Like anything pumped. And that was kind of like the dot-com bubble. So that already passed. And now we have Chainlink. Like now we have altcoins like Chainlink that are pumping, that are actually useful, right? There's a clear use case, right? So I think we're past the dot-com bubble phase for the most part. Dow will drop big time tomorrow, says. Dow will drop tomorrow big time. Is there like futures? Let me see what's going on with that. Why do you say that? Let's see. I mean, futures are pretty stable right now. Futures are kind of, the S&P futures are kind of just 0.08% to the downside, close to the all-time high. I mean, the futures are looking okay right now. I mean, we're about to get a new all-time high for the S&P. Oh, no stimulus package. Really? Oh, so it's optical art. There was somebody, I thought you were somebody else. But yeah, but optical art, okay, so there was a troll in here called opticalfart.com. I thought that was you. But we have the actual optical art in the chat now. I mean, I don't know, you know, so like when it comes to like analyzing, if your analysis is wrong, which it has been, you've been calling for a crash for I don't know how long, a while now, and it hasn't happened. I remember you were making videos about a crash for this whole range. If your analysis is wrong, then you have to rethink it, right? You've been bearish on Bitcoin like the whole time, and we're seeing really good price action right now. And we're like every indication is pointing to Bitcoin entering a bull trend, at least temporary bull trend. So I don't know. I mean, if your analysis is wrong on a consistent basis, then you have to rethink what you're saying. Optical art. I have been taking the stock market into account. And what I've been saying is that the stock market is very likely to continue up, right? What I said was, once we cross above 2,950, what I said was, as long as we hold above that level, then if we cross below it again, then things get bearish. That's when you get a reversal. As long as we hold it, then things look pretty good. We held it, we continued up. We had a consolidation range. We broke out of it. Higher lows. I mean, this is just, I don't know. I'm not discounting, guys. I mean, I've talked about the Bitcoin stock market correlation more than most crypto YouTubers. I've discussed it so many times. And what I said was, when the stock market is very bullish, Bitcoin is very bullish. When the stock market is very bearish, Bitcoin is very bearish. And that's basically the correlation. When the stock market goes up, you have confidence in the Bitcoin market. When the stock market's going down, you have a lack of confidence in the Bitcoin market. And now we're almost at the all-time highs again. Optical Art says, okay, if the Dow and S&P crash, do you agree that Link will tank? Well, yes, of course, right? So I don't think that the stock market's just going to crash, right? I don't think so. But yes, if there is some kind of crazy crash in the stock market, then Bitcoin's going to go down, Link's going to go down, and it's going to destroy the temporary uptrend, right? Now, I actually think that the stock market is going to reach a new all-time high before pulling back. I think this is more likely than an immediate pullback. I think we'll enter a new all-time high area and then pull back. We're going to enter this area where there's going to be tons of euphoria, and the whales are going to be able to cash out a lot of liquidity during the all-time high. And then you'll probably pull back at that point. I think that is more likely than just pulling back right now. I think we're probably going to see all-time highs. I mean, we're literally right here. We're like right there. Well, so Optical, you have to also realize that right now, there's a lot of money printing going on. Everybody's bracing for inflation that's coming. So the Fed is pumping up the stock market, raising the prices up to adjust for inflation. So the stock prices are rising right now to adjust for inflation levels. So it's kind of an illusion, right? The prices are going up, but the value dollar is going down. We're adjusting for inflation. So that's why, you know, you can't just look at the chart and go, oh, we're just going up, we're gonna have to crash. If we're adjusting for inflation, then it's a little different than just thinking, oh, we go up too much, we go down again, right? That's just too simple. If we're adjusting for inflation, we could actually enter a new all-time high before seeing a pullback, right? I think this is far more likely that things actually become way more bullish before they become very bearish. Yeah, but optical, you gotta, yeah, I mean, I've watched some of your recent videos and I think you're just kind of, you're being too prideful. You're being a little too prideful about your bearishness. You should have just called the bottom when Bitcoin hit 3.8K. Then you would have been like a god, right? But you've been way overly bearish. You've just been calling bearish, and that's just not right. I mean, there was clear signs of bullishness. Why? Okay, so if you think there needs to be one more bottom, why? Why? The whale, look at the volume. Look at the volume on that low. Like, we're talking about technical analysis right now, right? The volume levels at the low at 3,858 was above the volume levels at 20K, which, looking at this chart, indicates a major market low. Bitcoin is not going to come back to that level. That's not how it goes. It's just not. The whales took advantage of that low. They bought a lot of Bitcoin, and now the whales want to pump their own bags. They want to pump their own bags. You know, I hear Optical Art has said many times that, oh, do you think the whales are just going to pump your bags? The whales don't care about my bags. They want to pump their own bags. They want their bags to gain value. They're not just going to buy and dump, like markets, like they're going to pump their own bags, and we're along for the ride, right? We're talking about the whales here. The whales are going to want to pump their own bags. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna go to Bitstamp. Okay. Optical, I've watched your videos and I disagree. Watch this. I'll show you. I'll show you. So watch this. Okay, so here we got Bitcoin on the weekly chart on Bitstamp. So let's just go with percentages first for the bear market. We'll go from the all-time high in 2014 to the low. Okay, we got 87% to the downside. All right, all-time high to the low. Oh, interesting, we got 84% to the downside. Pretty similar cycle. If this is the analysis you're talking about, this is it. All right, so percentages are equal. We got the equal amount of sell-off. Cycles are very similar there. Very interesting. We have this horizontal low right here and a breakdown. If we're gonna do this fractal thing, this is how I'm gonna do it. Horizontal low and a breakdown. Very interesting. So then we have two accumulation ranges right there, right there. Interesting. Then it gets even more interesting too if you're going to make it this comparison. I don't usually do this, but actually I think it's this right here. You have a downtrend and then you break above it. Like, if we're gonna do the fractal thing, it's all the same. Like we're good. We are good. We have the exact same percentage sell off, very similar style price action, a base of support, and a rally. There it is. Okay, so also let's take this into account. We can also take the days into account. Until the first major pump up, until the first major run up, 96 bars. On the first peak, let's go to the first peak of each one. So there's the peak. Okay, the first peak, 100 bars, 80 bars, pretty close. Now, your analysis, because I've watched your videos and I don't think that you're right. You're basically saying that this whole cycle right here is this entire cycle right here. Or something. I don't think so. I highly doubt that. Because this, you know, we just had a global pandemic, so this dump was not part of Bitcoin's natural cycle. There was literally a worldwide economic shutdown. So the fractal analysis is an illusion. If you're thinking that this dump right here somehow matches up with the 2015 low, you're not accounting for the global economic environment, right? Now you're going against what you were saying before. Anyway, I think you're just overly bearish. So I was talking to another YouTuber in the chat here. And honestly, I'm not huge on stock to flow. I've never really been big on it, but as long as we continue, as long as we stay with it, as long as the trend continues to follow the stock to flow model, then, you know, I'll keep looking at it, right? I'll keep looking at it. Check it out, guys. Let's go to the Thursday so we can see the whole thing. Isn't that interesting, guys? Isn't that interesting? The Bitcoin cycle, literally, it's just perfect, right? Perfect. And here we go, guys. On to the next one. On to the next one. Very interesting stuff. The stock to flow model is pretty on point, guys. So yeah, I really do think that we're going to most likely follow the stock to flow model. I think there's some merit to this. So far it's been perfect, and I don't see why it wouldn't be. Unless there was some crazy, like, some kind of crazy turmoil in the global economy. Like, for real, like some other catastrophe took place. Right? I'm not talking about like a stimulus package not getting passed. I'm talking about like actual turmoil. Then this could disrupt the stock to flow model because of a lack of confidence in the market and lack of demand. I mean, what the stock to flow model suggests is that, and it's been right every time so far, is that we'll be at $100,000 Bitcoin in the middle of 2021, about, which means that in 1 year, we're going to hit $100,000 Bitcoin in exactly a year. which is, you know, it sounds crazy, of course, if you're just like, if you're shell shocked from the bear market and you just think crypto just can't be bullish anymore. It's just never going to go up again. If you're like in a shell shock state where then you're not going to believe this. But guys, the last major bull market took place in 1 year. A year. 1 year. From the halving. In a year, we're up to 20K. From the halving, a year, we're up to potentially 100K. From the halving, well, no, actually, that's not. We've only had 2 other halvings. But still, guys, these cycles only take a year. Disbelief stage. It is the disbelief stage. That's exactly what it is. I'm telling you, you got to get on the right side of the market. Jason, coming in with the 50 Canadian dollars, says, what a cool time to be alive, trading on my phone, watching Kevin live. As he charts the money we are making and listening to cool beats, that's so awesome. Jason, I appreciate you coming in with that donation. That's awesome. And it's good to hear that you're having I'm glad to hear that you're having a good time watching. Because that's really what it's all about. Jason, do you hold Chainlink? I wonder. But much appreciated, Jason. Craig Neve is in the chat. Bought Chainlink in December of 2018. There you go. So you're making some epic gains. Wait, December of 2018. What was that again? Oh, Coinbase chart. No, I'm not going to do a joint stream right now. I'm not doing a joint stream. Because honestly, if I do a joint, because I fundamentally disagree with the way that you analyze Bitcoin. So if we do a joint stream, I would have to really go in on the way that you're analyzing it, and I'm not sure. I just don't want to do that. I really would like to fully criticize your analysis and ask you all the questions of why you do what you do, and does it actually make sense? Is there actually merit to what you're doing? I'm not trying to make it personal. I'm trying to really dig into what you do. I want to ask you some really hard-hitting questions about your analysis, because I fundamentally disagree. And so far, your analysis has led you in the wrong direction. So I think my criticism might shine some light. Seems like classical TA seems to be a lot more accurate right now. Chainlink's still trying to find support along $10.05. Jarek coming in with the 8 says, wishing everyone the beat. Wishing everyone the beat. Ncash, ETH price, volume picking up. Ncash, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Appreciate the dono. I haven't heard Ncash in a while. Guys, if I were you, I would just stick to the newer DeFi projects for the most part. Of course, you got Bitcoin, you got Ethereum, where all the DeFi projects are building on Ethereum. So there's a lot of value in Ethereum. And I would stick to the DeFi projects. You know, don't go to the old coins that you might have some sort of attachment to that you're like, oh, it's going to moon someday. Go for the hot new coins, because that's where all the attention is. That's where all the volume is. Go for the hot new DeFi coins. You're going to make a lot better gains that way. And in Patreon, I do have a portfolio that you can basically monitor which DeFi well, it's not all DeFi, but I'm accumulating some altcoins in there in my Patreon. Wait, so somebody just said Chainlink is now like Ethereum at $15. I agree. I completely agree with that. And you know, some people, again, guys, I know I said this in my last video, but it's a point that I really want to make again. So here's Ethereum. Let's check out, check this out, guys. I guess I got to pull up the 3-day chart. So here is the Ethereum chart from 2016 going into 2017. It looks just like Chainlink. Really, it really does, right? Interesting. 2016 going into 2017, Ethereum. It looks a lot like Chainlink. I gotta say, it's pretty damn similar. Very similar style. We have an accumulation range, ping-ponging around. We break out. We have a leg up. We have a second leg up. Chainlink. Accumulation range, break out, we have a leg up, second leg up. You could call this one leg up. But either way, imagine right now, guys, all of you tuning in, just imagine we're sitting in 2017. Just imagine this is beginning of 2017, and things are starting to seem bullish just like it is right now. And we're watching Ethereum, you know, break out above 21, and it's trading at, you know, $40. Let's just say it's at $40. And I'm like, guys, I really think that Ethereum is going to go to $1,400 in a year. And we're sitting at $45. And I'm like, guys, Ethereum is going to go to $1,400. You guys would have been like, who is this guy? Like, what is he even saying? $1,400? I'm going to go watch somebody else who's trading the 5-minute time frame or whatever. You know, and then it hits 1,400. Then it goes up 6,500%. Log scale is one thing. Linear scale, it makes it look crazy, right? Crazy move. Is something in this range possible again? Is something in this, you know, even if it's half as much, is it possible again? Yes, absolutely. We're talking about crypto, guys. In bull markets exist. Things do get bullish again. Could Chainlink go into the hundreds? Absolutely. It'll take a year. Could totally happen though. Does it sound crazy that I'm saying that? Of course it does. But now we're only a 10x away from $100. 10x away from $100 Chainlink. So things can get very bullish in a crypto bull cycle. And from my analysis, Bitcoin is entering a bull cycle now. Now, guys. In my opinion, there's no question. I would actually bet a lot of money that Bitcoin will not see a dump back to 5K. I'll put money in a smart contract, and then if Bitcoin hits 5K on 5 top exchanges, I lose that money, and someone who I bet gets it in a certain time frame in the next year. Me and Optical should do that bet. Anyway, guys, what I was saying was, I'm telling you, If I told you in 2016, 2017 that Ethereum, when it's sitting at 20 bucks, hey guys, it's going to 1400 in a year. Oh, this guy's a boltard. He's an idiot. If I tell you that Chainlink's going to 100 bucks in a year, I don't know about that, guys. It's only a 10x away. In crypto, it's totally possible. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Bitcoin looks like it's just starting to move to the upside. Actually, here, check this out. The volume signature, we're talking about technical analysis. We're not talking about our ego and what we want to happen. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about TA, technical analysis, okay? Okay, so let's look at this. Consolidation range. Bitcoin's consolidating in this area. Then we get a break of volume. And we set the first major impulse on that breakout. And we go up, hundreds of percent for Bitcoin. Bitcoin just had a consolidation. Get the first major impulse in volume. And we set the first major impulse now for the next major uptrend. So the price action, the market structure, and the volume signature all point to Bitcoin entering an uptrend now. It's all there. It's all there. We're hitting the midline. And I know some people don't like this, but I think it's very relevant right now. We're hitting the midline of the stock to flow model right now. We touched it, we were just below it, right? So we're on track right now, guys, for the bull cycle. We're right on track. Everything looks great. All the TA is pointing to a continued move to the upside. It's all there. You can't just make a guess. You got to look at the chart and you got to know what to look for. And I'm telling you guys, it's all there. All the signs right now point to bullishness. All right, how about this? People are now asking me to do a joint stream with Optical Art. How about this? I'll make a deal. What price level? 9,000. If Bitcoin falls back below $9,000, then that might make me think that what Optical is saying could be true. So if Bitcoin falls below 9K again, then I will do a joint stream with Optical. All right, we'll make it 9.6K. If we get a, let's just do this. If we get a weekly candle close below 9.6K, a weekly candle close below 9.6K, then we do a joint stream. Not a wick, a weekly candle close. But to me, guys, the technicals just say upside. Like, we're above all the major moving averages. It's something that I use a lot in my analysis. Where are these circles there? The 10-week EMA, the 21-week EMA, these two moving averages, holding above these is generally very bullish. And this is what we've done in all the previous cycles. 10-week EMA, 21-week EMA have been acting as very key indicators in all previous bull cycles. So now that we've got a break above resistance, if we hold above the 21-week EMA, you know, then I'm going to remain bullish. This is just a line. This doesn't mean anything. The 21-week EMA is going to be my main moving average target, moving average indicator. Craig Neve says, I'm going to be an old man by the time Bitcoin falls below 9.6K. You know, maybe Bitcoin's going to run up to 100K, pull back to 20, run up to 500,000, and then a quantum computer is going to be generated that hacks the Bitcoin blockchain, and it's going to drop to 0. And then I'm going to do a stream with Optical. So we might be like 50 years old. Just kidding. I wonder if there's like some kind of layer that can be placed on the Bitcoin network that would like somehow protect it from, or make it quantum resistant. I wonder if that's possible. You guys, by the way, this thing that I'm looking at right now is an app that Cryptowatch is releasing soon. And it's really good for just monitoring the markets. And it's fully customizable. And there's a tick chart so you can see the spread on the exchanges, which you can't see in that view. That's what you see going across the screen here. You can actually see the spread and the executed orders. And there's a lot of cool things about it. You can, you know, fully customizable, set it up in whatever way you want. Monitor any charts you want on whatever time frame, and it's free, guys. It's free. Again, Cryptowatch is totally free now. You can create an account, you can trade all the top exchanges. You can, once this gets released, you can use this for free. It is all free, right? So you know, people are like, oh, Kev, you show Cryptowatch. Yeah, but it's free. I'm not asking. You don't have to pay for anything anymore. You just sign up. Just sign up, guys. Create an account, sign up. And, you know, watch the tutorial I have on my channel about it. You can, you know, figure out how to connect yourself to all the top exchanges with the API keys. And once they release this app, you can download it, use it for free. It's all free, guys. All free. I just want to make sure people got the link. And also, guys, here's the Discord. Join my Discord if you want to chat. Chainlink is really stalling out here. Though it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good though, that we're just holding above. There's no major immediate sell orders. It looks like the price is just consolidating right above $10. Like if you're looking at the volume, there's not that much sellers stepping in right now. So potentially we could potentially get a bounce and a continued push up towards $11 in my opinion. I just posted a Discord link, guys. Everything's in the description, by the way. Sign up for CryptoWatch in the description. You can join my Patreon if you want. Check out some other altcoins I'm accumulating. I mean, you know, a lot of other people with you know, private groups, they'll charge you like hundreds of dollars. It's 19 bucks a month. You know, you support the channel, you get extra content. Take a look at some more altcoins I'm accumulating. It's not that bad, right? It's pretty low price, not that bad. I mean, other people, you see other YouTubers charging like hundreds of dollars for stuff. People like, take my course, and it's like $1,000 and it's like, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know about that. Because that Discord link is the channel. Somebody asked, how does CryptoWatch make their money? Well, they used to charge. So first off, CryptoWatch is funded by Kraken, right? Kraken, one of the top exchanges in the United States, funds CryptoWatch. They acquired them years ago, I think in 2016. So Kraken funds them. So, you know, exchanges, they got money, right? They're making fees all the time. So they fund CryptoWatch. CryptoWatch also used to charge people who were using it to trade $15 a month. They stopped charging, and they've reshaped their business model so that they're, you know, they have it set up in a different way now. But it's pretty cool, guys. I mean, yeah, obviously they're going to get a lot more users now. It's free, and you know, I use CryptoWatch every day. I'm using their app right now, which is coming out soon. I use their website, all my videos. I trade all of this, and it's a really, guys, CryptoWatch is really a command center. So definitely check it out. CryptoMan says, thanks, Kev. You're the reason I bought Chainlink. I'm over 4x right now. Bought at $2.30. Epic. CryptoMan coming in the chat again. He was here the other day. So that means you got in at $2.30. So you bought after the crash, maybe, probably. Nice. So you've CryptoMan got in at $2.30 and has just been seeing continuous upside. Just a moonshot. That's amazing. Yeah, Evan Egan's asking how many indicators. I'm not sure. I haven't tested. I think you should be able to use all of these. I'm pretty sure you can have all these indicators right here. So all the main indicators. So let's take a look here real quick. We got, again, guys, this is just a chill stream, just hanging out at this point, waiting for Chainlink to make a potential move. Chainlink currently at $10.10. Who do we got here? We got Maria, we got Randy, and we got Tarir. And earlier, I think we got Gunther. So shout out to Gunther, Maria, Randy, Tarir, new Patreon members. And guys, make sure that if you do join the Patreon, go join the Discord. Because if you join the Discord, you can get in the VIP chat where you get more value that way because we're all we're all talking in there. You know, I post things in the VIP chat and Discord for the patrons. You know, constantly. We're always talking, so you definitely want to join that. I post on Patreon, you know, a few times a week when I'm accumulating, when I want to just make a video, talk about some updates, that kind of a thing. I'm a fan of learning. Baby Bear says, are you a fan of holding altcoins? Guys, I'm a fan of trading the macro trend, right? So what I'm doing is I'm finding projects. So of course we got Bitcoin. So you gotta own Bitcoin, you gotta own Ethereum. You gotta own Ethereum as well. People always say you gotta own Bitcoin. True. You also gotta own Ethereum. because all the major DeFi projects are building on it. So Bitcoin, Ethereum are must-haves. Of course, they just saw a major run-up, so buying after a pump, you know, whatever. I think long term, I think it's a great idea. Bitcoin, Ethereum for the long term, right? And then Chainlink is my third best pick, right? And then I have a few others. I think I have like 4. Now again, this is why people are joining the Patreon right now, but 1, 2, 3, 4, another 4 in Patreon that I'm accumulating right now. So what I want to do is I want to find good projects that I like, accumulate them, and hold them for the next major uptrend. Because guys, I mean, if Bitcoin really is entering a major bull cycle, and my analysis is correct, and we're, you know, this is the next major impulse that we just got for the next major uptrend, and we are, if we do really follow the stock to flow model, guys, if you get into some good DeFi projects right now, if you get into some good altcoin projects right now, you're gonna make some crazy gains if you hold altcoins for the long term. Good altcoins. I'm talking about the few gems, not like shit coins. I'm talking about good DeFi projects, right? You're gonna make a lot of money on some of these if you pick the correct ones. There's a lot of crap out there. They're listing like new coins every day on Uniswap or whatever. You know, a lot of those are going to be junk, right? There is a lot of junk coming out because of the DeFi craze. There's a lot of opportunistic blockchain developers that are just throwing out coins, you know, making it seem like a DeFi project, so people will, you know, buy it. But if you know what to pick, if you pick the right coins, you'll probably make a lot of money on the next bull cycle. So yeah, I am a fan of holding altcoins. In the altcoin portfolio that I've been creating in Patreon over the past many months. So what I did was what I wanted to do is create an altcoin portfolio from scratch. So I started with nothing and just slowly started building it up. Of course, I had to add Chainlink in there, had to add Ethereum in there. There's a few others, but it's gained over $14,000 in the past month. So that's pretty cool. And that's all altcoins. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about Cody, Ocean. These are names I keep hearing. Of course, a lot of people are talking about Cardano. So Craig Neves says, this is the new ICO craze, but it's DeFi. It's true. This is a new like bubble craze, right? Because this, we all know, guys, like there's a lot of speculation in crypto. It's hard to figure out, you know, where the industry is actually going. So people speculate on a lot of different coins, and then there's a few winners, right? So you're going to see a huge bubble going into the next year. Huge bubble will be created again. A lot of speculative money will come to the market. See a huge run up, and then again we're gonna have a bubble pop. Things are gonna crash again, right? And then everything's gonna crash again, right? But after the next bubble, the dust will settle, and we'll have a couple more that will stick around, right? Every time you're gonna have a huge market cycle. It's going to crash, and then a few stick around, and then we get more and more good projects along the way. Every cycle, more and more good projects get added along the way, and the crap coins go to crap, and the ones that are decent stay, and then that's how there's innovation, guys. Shout out to Kerwin. Craig Neves says Litecoin getting Wimble privacy in September, October. Is that true? Is that true? Really? That could be big for Litecoin. That could be big. If that really goes through, that could be pretty big. So Litecoin is going to have a privacy layer. That could be big for Litecoin, guys. Huh. That's pretty interesting. I didn't know that. If they add that to Litecoin, a privacy feature, that would be pretty good. Because a lot of people are looking for good privacy coins right now, and there's only a few, and they're not performing all that well. But a lot of people, there's already like a cult following behind Litecoin. Of course, it has diminished a little bit in the bear market, a couple bear cycles we've seen. But if they add that privacy feature to it, that's going to be pretty big for Litecoin, guys. Guys, let's get a like spike in here. If you haven't liked the stream, definitely hit that like button, subscribe. So what do we got for Chainlink? The Chainlink screen. This is the CryptoWatch Link app, which hasn't been released yet. I got early access, of course. But I love this because I can just set it up in whatever way I want. I can just add like here, like if I just add, okay, what I'm gonna do. So what do I want to keep? I guess I'll keep, well, we'll just do it like this. So I can add, like, I can put in each widget where I want it to. So these are the executed orders for Ethereum on Coinbase Pro. And then I can just like, I can change this one. Let's do like BTC USD. So I'm just basically creating the layout. And let's do this. Sorry, guys. I'm just showing you guys that you can basically just customize this however you want. Just set up like different charts for different time frames. Create your own custom layout for CryptoWatch. But I like this. You can see the spread on the exchange. So you can actually see when the orders are getting executed and what the spread on the exchange is like. So especially if you're somebody that's trading short term, or you're trading the spread and you're scalping or something like that, this tool is really cool. Because you can actually monitor all of that activity. Burganos, peace out. Good to see ya. Stormzy, I think that's being developed actually. There's some things that I'm not allowed to say about CryptoWatch right now, but there are definitely some cool developments coming. Definitely some cool developments. Should just show you guys what you can do with that. So right now, Chainlink still testing just above 10. I'm gonna go through chat. We've been streaming for a while. I'll probably end the stream soon. Not all too much going on. Though Bitcoin is still at 11,880 right now, which is pretty awesome to see. Again, if we close this weekly candle for Bitcoin above 11,700, that's the 7th weekly candle close above 11,700 in Bitcoin history. So this would be, wherever we close this weekly candle, as long as it's above 11,700, it is the 6th most bullish weekly candle close in Bitcoin history, which is pretty amazing. How much Link wallet size is good wallet for? Just get like 1,000 Link. Get like 1,000 Chainlink. I mean, the price has had a huge run up recently, but yeah, I honestly think, guys, that $1,000, sorry, not 1,000, $100 Chainlink is totally possible in a bull market. It's actually more than possible. In fact, if Bitcoin enters an extended bull run, if you're bullish on Bitcoin and you think Bitcoin could hit 20,000 or beyond 50,000, 100,000, Chainlink's going to go into the hundreds. Chainlink's going to go into 100, 200, as high as 400. I've done some calculations, and I took the supply, the amount of coins there are, I compared it to what Ethereum did, and then roughly $400 would be the max price, I think, in a bull cycle for Chainlink. But I think at least $100 if Bitcoin goes into an extended bull run. And right now, I mean, Bitcoin is making its great escape out of this multi-year downtrend. We were just stuck in this pennant formation, and Bitcoin is now finally making its great escape out of the downtrend. Someone says Chainlink at $100 would buy me a new house. Guys, bull markets buy houses, I'm telling you. Again, you know, if you guys haven't watched my last video where I was saying like it's time to get bullish on crypto, and I was saying how a lot of people are stuck in bear mode and they have post-traumatic stress, basically always expecting bearish price action. They think crypto can't be bullish ever again. You need to get out of that mindset, because things are going to get bullish again at some point, right? It's going to happen again. Like, you have to know that, guys. But the Bitcoin chart to me right now looks like phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. This is a classic start to a bull cycle. Having just took place, we're breaking above the multi-year downtrend. We got a nice impulse with good volume on the impulse, similar to the impulse off of, you know, up to 5K here in early 2019, with good volume on it for this major run up. Very similar setup. And this run just started. So I think that, you know, honestly, guys, it'll only be, if we're going to do what I think we're going to do, it's going to be a few months, and we'll probably hit 14K pullback, run up to 20. We'll see. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I honestly think that over the next few months, things are going to get really, really bullish. If the stock market crashes, then that's completely thrown out the window for the most part. If it crashes, right? If the stock market sees, you know, some volatility, who knows? But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream soon. Been streaming for a while now. How long has it been? It's been a while. Every time I end the stream, you know, the price does what I want it to do. So once I end the stream, whenever I click end, Chainlink will find support and bounce up again. So I should end it as soon as possible. That's like always how it goes. I end it and it's like an hour later, it's just like, oh great, I should be live again, but I'm not going to go live twice. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you all tuning into the stream. I'm probably going to end the stream now. There's a bunch of links in the description if you're interested in signing up with CryptoWatch. It is all free, totally free. You got nothing to lose. Click that CryptoWatch link, sign up. Join the Discord. I'm chatting in there all day. You can chat with me every single day. Follow me on Twitter. I make some epic Chainlink tweets. And also, join the Patreon if you want to support the channel. But I'm going to end the stream now, guys. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys. Happy gains, Chainlink 10 bucks, pretty epic. Guys, also rewind to the beginning of the stream and check out the opener. You're gonna like the opener. Right now, rewind to the beginning and check out the opener. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.